Michael Shikha Niketan Higher Secondary Government Sponsored Co-ed English Medium School has taken an excellent initiative of teaching and make our students learn day-to-day lessons through audio and video in our YouTube channel. Teachers of all the subjects are working hard to enhance these online classes in the midst of this pandemic situation. It is a request to all the teachers, students and guardians to click the bell icon and subscribe our channel.
Today I am going to continue with the chapter of unitary method. Last day I have shown you some problems. So today I am going to continue with the chapter, and today I am going to show you some more new patterns of unitary method. So let's start with the problem. Here I am going to show you some problems about inverse relationship in the unitary method. So in the first problem it is given that 5 people have taken 4 days to clean the village pond. How many days would one person take to clean that pond? So here in the left hand side I have written number of people, and in the right hand side I have written number of days. So here you can see that if 5 people take 4 days time so as to clean the village pond, how much time will one person require? Obviously one person will require more amount of time in order to clean that same village pond. So if 5 people can take 4 days, so one person take will how many days? This 5 into 4, that is 20 days time. 20 days time will be required by 5 people in order to clean the village pond. So this is known as the problem of inverse relation. Here one note is given that if the number of persons decrease, then the time taken to complete the work will increase, and vice versa. Vice versa means if the number of persons will increase, then the time taken to complete the work will obviously decrease. Here you can see that when 5 people was completing the work in 4 days, and when it was told to complete the work by one person, then more amount of time is being required. So this is showing an inverse relationship between the number of persons and time taken. This is known as inverse relationship. When number of persons are decreasing, the time taken to complete the work is increasing. That is known as inverse relationship between time and number of persons. Hence, I will proceed on to the next problem. Next problem, it is given that 12 persons take 21 days to repair a road. How many people will be needed to repair the road within 1 day? So 21 days time is taken to repair the road by 12 persons. That is 12 persons are taking 21 days of time in order to repair a single road. Hence, if 1 day time is given in order to repair the same road, obviously more amount of people will be required. So how many people will be required in order to complete the road in 1 day? In one day, time taken to repair the road is 12 into 21. That is 252 persons. In order to complete the road, that is in order to repair the road in 1 day, 252 persons are required. That is to complete the work in 1 day, more amount of persons are required. I think the problem is clear to you. Next problem, it is given that what speed would be required to reach the distance that a jeep covers in 2 hours at a speed of 30 km per hour in 1 hour. That is, in 1 hour the jeep covers a distance at a speed of 30 km per hour. So in 2 hours, how much distance will be covered at what amount of speed? That is, what amount of speed is required in order to cover the distance in 2 hours? In 2 hours, the speed required in order to cover the distance is 30 km into 2, that is 60 km per hour distance or speed is being required in order to cover the distance. So the answer is 60 km per hour. I think the problem is clear to you. Now I am going to show you some more problems about this inverse relationship of unitary method. Here I will show you that what happens when the number of persons increase or decrease in order to complete the work. So here one problem is given. 21 people start digging a pond. They decide to finish the work in 40 days. But as 7 people have fallen ill, how long will it take to finish the work? So initially, what is the number of people? Initially the number of people was 21. But as you can see that 7 people have fallen ill. So now the number of people is 21 minus 7, that is 14. So here similarly I have written that number of persons in the left hand side and number of days on the right hand side. So 21 persons are required in order to complete the work in 40 days. So now 21 minus 7, 14 persons will complete the work in how many days? So first 21 people will take time. How much time? 40 days. So first you have to find out that how much time will be taken by one person in order to complete the work. So one person will obviously take more amount of time. How much time? One person will take 21 into 40, that is 840 days time in order to complete the work. Now how much time will 14 people take? 14 people will take 840 divided by 14, that is 60 days of time in order to complete the work, which is greater than 40. So we all know that when number of person increases, time taken to complete the work always decreases, and when number of persons decreases, time taken to complete the work always increases. So here you can see when the number of person decrease from 21 to 14, time taken to complete the work has also increases from 40 to 60. Another problem I have given. In my school, to construct one room, 8 people took 1 month. To make a similar room in 24 days, how many people will be required and how many more workers have to be employed? So 1 month, we all know that 1 month consists of 30 days. In 30 days, persons required to complete the work is 8. It is already given. Now we have to find out that how many persons are required in order to complete the work in 1 day. So in 1 day, how many persons are required? How will you get this? 30 into 8. 8 into 30, it is coming as 240. So in order to complete the work in 1 day, obviously more number of persons are required. So 240 persons are required in order to complete the work in 1 day. Now we have to find out that how many persons are required in order to complete the work in 24 days. So in 24 days, the number of persons required are 240 divided by 24. That is number of persons divided by number of days. So we are getting 10 persons as our answer. So in 24 days time, 10 persons are required in order to complete the whole work. Now another problem I have shown. 8 tailors take 20 days to finish the work. But to finish off this work early, two new tailors were brought in. Now, in how many days will they finish the whole work? So, number of persons I have taken in the left hand side and in the right hand side. Similarly, I have taken number of days. So, 8 tailors can complete the work in 20 days. So, in order to complete the work early, 2 new tailors were brought in. So, how many tailors were right now? 10 tailors. So, 10 tailors will take how many days in order to complete the work? How will you find out? So, initially the number of tailors were 8 and how many tailors were brought in? That is number of tailors joined is equal to 2. So, now what is the total number of tailors? Now, the total numbers of tailors are 8 plus 2, that is 10. Now, 8 tailors can finish the work in 20 days. So, now we have to find out the time taken by one tailor in order to finish off the work. So, one tailor will finish the work in 8 into 20, that is 160 days. Now, it has been told that how much time will 10 tailors take in order to finish off the works. So, obviously 10 tailor will take obviously less number of days in order to finish off the work. So, 10 tailors will take this 160 divided by 10, that is 16 days time in order to finish off the work early. So, 8 tailors were taking 20 days and 10 tailors were taking 16 days. I think the problem is clear to you. So, here one problem is given that a jeep takes 2 hours from my place to my uncle's place, but it takes 6 hours from my uncle's place to my place. If the distance of my place from my uncle's place is 80 km, then what is the distance of my uncle's place from my place? How will you find out? Now the jeep takes, here you can see the jeep takes 2 hours to travel 80 kilometer, because the distance of, you can see that if the distance of my place from my uncle's place is 80 kilometer and the jeep takes 2 hours from my place to uncle's place. So that is why the jeep takes 2 hours in order to travel 80 kilometer. Now you have to just find out that how much time, how much distance the jeep will cover in 1 hour. Now the jeep takes takes 1 hour to travel how much kilometer? That is 80 divided by 2, 40 kilometer. 40 kilometer distance is travelled by the jeep in 1 hour. Now you have to find out that how much distance has been covered by the jeep in 6 hours. How will you find out? The jeep will cover the distance in 6 hours. How will you find out? The 40 into 6, that is 240 kilometer. So the jeep will cover 240 kilometer of distance in 6 hours, and the distance of my place from my uncle's place is 240 kilometer. I hope this problem is clear to you. Now another problem I have given. A participant takes 12 minutes to finish a cycling race of 6 kilometer. How much time would the participant have taken if the race was of 7 kilometer? Considering that he cycled in the same speed. So the speed of the cycle is remaining the same. So the participant here is given that the participant is covering a 6 kilometer distance in 12 minutes. Now first of all, in order to find out that in how many minutes the 7 kilometer distance is being covered, you have to first find out that in how much time 1 kilometer distance has been covered. How will you find out? Participant will cover 1 kilometer distance in 12 divided by 6, that is 2 minutes. 1 kilometer distance will be covered by the participant in 2 minutes. Now we have to find out that in how much time 7 kilometer of distance is being covered with the same speed. So how will you find out? This 7 into 2 minutes. Simply you have to just multiply this 7 kilometer with 2 minutes. 14 minutes. So 14 minutes time is being required by the participant in order to cover a distance of 7 kilometer. So the participant will take 14 minutes time in order to complete 7 kilometer race. So I hope the problem is clear to you. Now I will show you some problems where 3 kinds of things will be included. That is, I will show you the relationship between three types of things in unitary method. So there will be first subject, second subject and third subject. Till now we were doing the problem sums based on first subject and second subject. Now we will do the problems which will be based on all this first, second and third subject. So in the first subject there will be number of people. In the second subject there can be number of days or everyday work hours. And in the third subject, the subject can be income or number of days. So based on the relationship between 3 types of things, I will show you some problems. I am going to show you the problems of unitary method which are based on 3 types of subjects. So here one problem has been given. If 7 people earn 4200 in 12 days, then how much will 8 people earn in 9 days? So here you can see that number of people, income as well as days are given. So I have divided into 3 categories. First I have written number of people, then I have written number of days, then I have written their income. So 7 people in 12 days earn 4200. How much 8 people in 9 days will earn? So 7 people in 12 days is earning rupees 4200. Now I have to find out that how much 7 people will earn in 1 day. So 7 people in 1 day will earn 4200 divided by 12, that is income divided by days. We are getting rupees 350. So 7 people in 1 day will earn rupees 350. Now one person, now we have to find out that what one person in 1 day will earn. So one person in 1 day will earn 350 divided by 7, that is income divided by number of people. So 350 divided by 7, we are getting rupees 50, which is the income of one person in 1 day. Now we have to find out that what one person will earn in 9 days. what we have to do? One person in 9 days will earn 50 into 9, that is 1 day income into number of days. That is 50 into 9, we are getting rupees 450 as our answer. So now it will be easier for us to find out what 8 persons will earn in 9 days. 8 persons will earn in 9 days is 450 into 8. That is income of 1 person into number of persons. 450 into 8, we are getting rupees 3600 as our answer. So 8 persons in 9 days will earn rupees 3600. Now we will shift on to the next problem. Here one problem is given that 4 people working 6 hours a day can do a work in 14 days. In how many days can 7 people working 3 hours a day finish the job? So here you can see that number of people, working hours and number of days are given. So I have divided into 3 categories, that is number of people, their working hours and number of days. So 4 people is taking 6 hours in order to complete the work in 14 days. Now what 7 people will, if 7 people work for 3 hours, then in how many days will they complete the work? So 4 people if work for 6 hours in order to complete the work in 14 days. Now we have to find out that if 4 people work for 1 hour, in how much days they will complete the work? Obviously they will take more amount of days. So if 4 people work for 1 hour, they will take 14 into 6, that is 14 into 6, that is day into hour. 14 into 6, we are getting 84 days. 84 days they will take to complete the work. So if 4 people work for 1 hour, they will take 84 days in order to complete the work. Now if 1 person work for 1 hour, they will take a huge amount of time. If 1 person work for 1 hour, he will complete the work in 14 into 6 into 4. In 14 into 6, that is 84 into number of persons 4. That is 366 days. If 1 person work for 1 hour per day, then he will take 366 days in order to complete the work. Now if 1 person work for 3 hours in a day, how much time he will take to complete the work? That is this 366 divided by 12. Here I am showing you that 14 into 6 into 4, that is 366 divided by 3. We are getting 112 days. If 1 person work 3 hours in a day in order to complete the work, then he will take 112 days in order to complete the work. Now the problem has been given that if 7 people work for 3 hours a day, how much time they will take to complete the work? Now if 7 people work for 3 hours a day, then the work will be completed in 14 into 6 into 4 divided by 7 into 3. That is 14 into 6 into 4, 112. 112 it is coming, and 7 into 3 it is coming as 21. So 112 divided by 21 it is coming as 16. So 16 days time they will take in order to complete the work. So if 7 people work for 3 hours a day to complete the work, then they will take 60 days of time in order to complete the work. So I think that all these problems are clear to you. In this way, I am just ending the chapter of unitary method. I request all the students to complete the chapter from their book. The problems are very easy and very interesting. Just do the chapter, practice the chapter from your book. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Leave a like and comment. Subscribe. And do share the video among your friends.